Batik.
Mas.
Batik.
Mas batik. Mas batik.
Samping dong.
Mas
Mas.
batik.
Mas.
Agak sih.
Ah.
Iya.
Langsung cabut ya, Teh.
Mau di luar.
And it's a privilege to politics this journey and this journey being together. So it just felt like the real life with so
Halo, selamat siang terbitas. Hari ini adalah perkenalan John Herdman sebagai pelatih kepala timnas Indonesia oleh PSSI yang dilakukan di Hotel Mulia Senayan, Jakarta. Tadi sekitar 1 jam yang lalu John Herdman diperkenalkan kepada publik Indonesia secara resmi sebagai pelatih tim timnas Indonesia. Tadi juga disampaikan oleh pelatih fisik, diperkenalkan juga pelatih fisik untuk tim Indonesia nantinya, yaitu Pssi Milan. Pssi Milan ini adalah asisten pelatih yang memang sudah mengikuti John Herdman sejak di timnas Kanada, lalu kemudian turut juga ke Toronto FC, hingga akhirnya ketika John Herdman dipinang oleh PSSI, John Herdman juga mengajak serta Pssi Milan untuk menjadi pelatih fisik timnas Indonesia. John Herdman merupakan pria berusia 50 tahun asal Inggris yang diumumkan oleh PSSI secara resmi pada 3 Januari yang lalu. Kemudian hari ini 13 Januari atau 10 hari kemudian, John Herdman diperkenalkan secara resmi kepada publik Indonesia melalui konferensi pers yang dihadiri oleh Erick Thohir sebagai ketua PSSI, lalu juga kepala badan timnas Pak Sumarji, lalu beberapa petinggi PSSI juga hadir seperti wakil ketua PSSI. Dalam konferensi persnya, John Herdman mengaku pengenalan budaya sangat penting untuk kepelatihannya, makanya John Herdman akan melakukan pendekatan dengan juga memahami berbagai kebiasaan budaya yang ada di Indonesia, lalu kemudian terkait dengan turnamen-turnamen yang akan dihadapinya, karena mengingatkan John Herdman sebagai pelatih timnas senior juga merangkap sebagai pelatih timnas U23 yang akan melakukan beberapa turnamen. Karena itu John Herdman menilai penting bagi kita akan coba bergabung dengan John Herdman yang akan melakukan doorstop dengan tim teman-teman media. Kita akan tunggu.
Waduh.
Yang depan duduk dong. Kepala ini dong.
Dapat kau di? Mulai manian.
Take it in, get excited for what this is, and then get to know it. If anyone knows my background, very organised in planning and making sure that we have every detail covered for the March plan. March is an important window for us. It's the start of something new. And I want to make sure the players, the fans, they feel something new. So I'll be getting to work immediately. But in the moment, I'm going to enjoy this. This is an exciting part of my life, for my family to see the passion here already.
Coach, do you have a plan to add more European-born players to this squad?
Yeah, I think if you see my journey in Canada with the men's team, I have a very clear philosophy. To compete on the world stage, you need tier 1 and tier 2 players playing in the top 5 leagues. You need players that have experienced the intensity and the tactical acumen of world football, international football. So consistently I will always recruit players whose careers are telling the best story. And your football career doesn't lie. If you are a top player, you play at the top levels. In Indonesia, or at a stage where people want to play for this country. And the local players, their passion, their energy, their commitment, that will come through as well. We will, hopefully, in the next few years, find players that we can export to Europe, to those top leagues or international. So I will constantly work to find the best players to play for Indonesia.
That means that you are looking for a potential player from England.
Have you scored some of them in the
Yeah, I think it's not hard to see where your top players are. If you are looking to bring the best players to this country. We can see those players to play for Indonesia is a big step. Because football there are lots of opportunities for players, but I think when players feel and see this passion, this opportunity, the opportunity for the first group of men to qualify the country to a World Cup, that was a big part of what convinced Stefano Stacchio in Canada to not play for Portugal and play for Canada, to be that group of men that made history and to celebrate with 280 million people. There aren't many countries in the world that can offer that to top players. So I will spend my time with others in PSSI to work diligently to find the best players and to convince them to be part of this journey, which is going to be one of the greatest stories in world football.
Have you talked with the some players?
Have you contributed communication with any players?
Yes. Over the Christmas, I was wishing many of them a Merry Christmas and a New Year with their families. But I spoke to
Handball.
players. My conversations with our captain and some of the senior leaders. Not yet to learn about the World Cup, but just to get to know them as people and introduce myself. Over the next 2 weeks, I will have video conferences with the core leaders of the team to understand the World Cup qualification campaign, to get their perspective, to understand their motivations, why they play for Indonesia, what they want out of their journey. These are conversations that will take place in the next 2 weeks. And then I will visit them. I will, at the end of January, early February, I will head to Europe to watch their training environment, to listen to them in person, to look for other players as well, they're ready to join them. But it's very busy. It's a busy time. Listening to the players, understanding their perspectives is the most important thing at this stage.
Oke.
Yes, absolutely. I had a chance to watch the Classical on TV the other night, which was it was a very fiery, passionate affair, which derbies are. But you know, I think having a commitment to the domestic league here, you know, that's the foundation for our future. And it's important that I'm watching, because if the national coach is not watching the domestic league, then there's no hope for our domestic players. And we have players like Rizvi Uridu who was doing well in that league, and you know, hopefully he might be somebody that can play at the next level. So, you know, I think it's important for our young players, the young players in Borneo FC, those players that are getting game time, to know that the national team coach is watching, because they're our future.
So maybe
Coach,
this
will
weekend,
most
maybe?
of your-
You're gonna go to?
I love football, so the more football I can watch, the better.
Coach, will your assistant mostly a local person, and what look like the staff lineup?
The assistant coaches, that'll be a process over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We'll be making some appointments there. I can't say too much at this moment in time. That process is underway. The local staff, the analysts, some of the sports science, etc. We will commit our time in Canada. With Dr. Milan, our goal was to leave legacy, to ensure that we, as best we could, used as many local people to give them the experience, because that's important. That's the legacy. When you leave this country, hopefully not too soon, maybe I can live here forever, who knows, but you have to leave a legacy of people, and that's the local people are important.
Satu terakhir, ya, satu terakhir. One terakhir.
In choosing the players.
Pasukan dengan komunikasi antar perangkat kematian di timnas Indonesia sejauh ini dengan kehadiran Bang John seperti apa? Dan nanti kedepannya 6 bulan pertama bagaimana? Apa yang digalakkan dari kehadiran Bang John di timnas Indonesia? Boleh?
Quickly.
So basically the communication
Boleh katakan Mas?
you and the communication process between you
So, I mentioned in the press conference analysis, you have to do an analysis, so there'll be a post-mortem into understanding the World Cup qualification campaign. So I'll be meeting with individual staff, spending time to listen from their perspective, what their roles are, how they contributed to success or failure, and then understanding what we need moving forward. Is this a new future? Is it a revamp? Is it a reconditioning of everything we have here, and supporting the people that have the experience of a World Cup qualification, giving them the chance to go again and learn. All of those things are important.
Last one, coach, regarding to the players, that are you open
Enggak, ini juga tergantung. Oke, siap.
Oke, apa tuh?
Oke. Udah deh.